We're back with our daily MLB Best Bets here on September 10th. We've got all 30 teams playing today with for Major League Baseball, and we've got games throughout the entire day. We got a game early at 11:35 in the morning, all the way until 7 o'clock at night. And actually, we have best bets for both of those games. So we got you covered all day long here with this MLB Wednesday. And before we get into the video, folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily MLB Best Bets here on the channel. Earlier in the week and yesterday, we posted our full NFL Week 2 predictions. Those are linked in the description down below, along with our Week number 3 college football predictions, over 3.5 hours long of college football predictions every single game. Make sure to go check that out. That is linked in the description down below. On Greedo Plays MMA this week, our UFC No Shave predictions with Diego Lopez and John Silva in the main event from San Antonio, Texas. Go subscribe to Greedo Plays MMA if you haven't yet, and let's do it. The first are 5 best bets today for the MLB. Starting things off with that early game at 11:35, early one. I'm taking the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers on the road in Arlington, Texas against the Texas Rangers. I've seen this line go anywhere from -135 to -145, but I am seeing -135 for Milwaukee and all the way up to -130, so we're going to play that. Hopefully that line stays there. I'm recording this video at about midnight, so hopefully it's still at -130 by the time this video comes out, of course, at 5. I'm taking the Brewers, though, to win the baseball game. Guys, I'm hard-pressed to pick against Freddie Peralta. Oh, by the way, real quick. 4 in one day yesterday. Had to get that out the way. 4 in one day, everything hit but the nerf. Shout out to the Nationals winning at plus money. Shout out to the Phillies winning. How about those, or how about Mookie Betts? Home run in the 3rd inning, clears us. He had 5 total bases, if I'm not mistaken, but Mookie Betts does it for us. And the Boston Red Sox shutout victory. We thought we were going to get Dustin May. We get early instead. My goodness, what a game. Rookie debut, 10, 11 strikeouts? Crazy stuff. The A's look horrible right now. And I did consider going Red Sox money line today, but I think this is better. So I'm going to choose this for the early slate. So Milwaukee Brewers money line is the play for the early session of games. I do also believe San Francisco Giants money line is really playable. I'm not going to get into that, but it is very playable, actually. They are only 2 games back in the Metropolitans, and I'm dying laughing at it. It's hilarious. And the Giants will probably beat Eduardo Rodriguez today. They've done it before the season. They'll probably do it again. Anyways, we're taking the Brewers to beat the Rangers for our first play of the day. Guys, I'm hard-pressed to pick against Freddie Peralta. Why wouldn't I pick this guy? Last game, we did fade him for good reason. The Phillies' offense was good enough to overcome that, I thought, and they didn't score on Peralta. But it was a combination of, okay, I like Phillies' offense, and I also, Ranger Suarez is pitching. And shout out to Ranger yesterday coming through for us. He's one of the main reasons why the Phillies beat the Mets yesterday, right? Freddie Peralta, guys, still has not given up a run since August 5th. It's been a month and 5 days since this guy's given up a single hit in a Major League Baseball game. What? He had so many, so many difficult situations on last Thursday against the Phillies. Bases loaded, 1 out, found ways to get out of it. He put himself in multiple jams, only gave up 2 hits and 3 walks, but Peralta's ability to pitch out of certain situations is insane. He had a difficult month of July for Peralta, at least 3.58 ERA, but bounced back in August with a .32 ERA with the only run given up, of course, in that one game against the Atlanta Braves. And Peralta is now going on 30-something innings, about a little bit more, without giving up a single run. The only thing with Peralta is he's not going to go more than 6 innings. He maxes out for the most part at 6 because of, the fact that he just uses a lot of pitches to get through innings. So we just need Milwaukee to have a lead through 6, because I think they should be able to hold it from there, especially against the Texas Rangers. The Rangers, to me, they're very off and on, right? They're a very hit-or-miss squad. I think they're still kind of in it for the playoff race. They're only a game and a half back, man. They keep winning. No, they definitely are, because they've won the first 2 here against Milwaukee, which is very surprising. So they're going for the sweep. Yeah, again, I don't think Texas is going to get a sweep against the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers, they're in a position where, you still need to win games, but you're the number 1 seed, and you're pretty clearly the number 1 seed. Yeah, Philadelphia is coming up on you, but in worst case, you're the 2 seed, and yeah, you don't get a home field advantage for the NLCS, but I don't think Milwaukee's too concerned about that. They're concerned about getting healthy right now as they just activated Rhys Hoskins. So Hoskins should be playing today for Milwaukee. My point with all this being, the Brewers should be fine. I get it, the Rangers are actually playing really good baseball, and they are right on the Mariners' ass. However, Seattle's won 3 in a row. Seattle's won 4 in a row. Texas has won 3 in a row, and the Guardians staying alive. They've won 5 games in a row, and they look for the sweep today of the Kansas City Royals. Good thing I did not go with Royals money line like I was considering the last couple days. Never actually came through, but I thought about it. Anyways, the Brewers should win today. Freddie Peralta's pitching, and I have the utmost confidence in the guy. And I know the Rangers are winning baseball games, but you take away these limited runs they're able to score with a pitcher like Peralta, and we should be fine. I know the Rangers are starting Merrill Kelly, who pitched fairly well in his last couple starts. Last start for Merrill Kelly, it was against the Astros, 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, and I was at his start prior to that in Sacramento against the Athletics, where he went 6 innings, 6 and a third innings, 6 hits and 3 runs. Those runs, though, came at the very tail end of that start. Well, a couple of them. To give a home run to Rooker and Butler in that game. But anyways, the third run came late. Merrill Kelly's pitching well, but I think Freddie Peralta's pitching better. And then when I get down to it, okay, 2 good pitchers, Peralta's better. 2 lineups that, well, the Rangers lineup's coming through as of late, which is really weird. But I still trust in the Brewers lineup more. So I'm taking Milwaukee. Yesterday, Milwaukee out-hit the Rangers 11-7. They just couldn't come through, okay? They should come through today, especially with Peralta on the mound. It's hard to lose a baseball game when that guy's pitching so well and he's on the mound, okay? So give me Milwaukee Brewers money line in Texas against the Rangers, -130. They will salvage this series. I'll be damned if they go into Texas and get swept by the Rangers, who, again, are fighting for that last wild card spot. On now to our second best bet of the video, we move to our Washington Nationals best play of the day. I gotta go Dalen Lyle, over 1.5 total bags. Vegas has not adjusted this line yet, and I'm surprised they haven't. Look how well Dalen Lyle's playing. Dalen Lyle's average is up to 285, which is insane. And Dalen Lyle is on a 9-game hit streak right now, and he has gone over 1.5 total bags in 8 of those games. The only game where he didn't go over 1.5 total bases was on Monday's game, where the Nats won 15-7 against the Marlins, where he just had 1 single, even though Dalen Lyle was mashing the baseball and the exit fields were up the entire game. Just, unfortunately, things weren't falling for him, and he only had 1 single. I mean, it's insane what Dalen is doing right now. So that's why I have to go Dalen Lyle with the over total bags today, and I don't get it. Again, this guy's a 285 hitter who has done this in 8 out of his last 9 games. And, I get it. Yuri Perez is pitching for Miami, a guy who, at his best, can be really good. I think the Marlins probably will win this game, but I don't know. What happened last time Yuri Perez pitched against the Nationals? In D.C., September 3rd, Yuri Perez on the road, 4 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs. It is the worst start Perez by far has had all year long. It's 1 game, sure, but ERA is 15.75 in that 1 game against the Nationals. The Nats single-handedly spike Perez's ERA from 4 all the way up to 4.66. I know the Nats are pitching Jake Irvin. That's why I can't pick the Nats today because, hey, Mitch came through yesterday. I don't think Jake Irvin, unfortunately, can come through. Dalen Lyle did hit against Yuri Perez last time around. Dalen cleared this line in the 2nd inning. 1st inning, base knock. 2nd inning, base knock. 2 singles, bam. There's your play. I don't know why Dalen is at +135, let alone I don't know why he's, the 7th highest guy to get these odds. Or to, reach 1.5 total bags in terms of the odds. CJ Abrams is sitting at +105. Xavier Edwards, I know, is sitting at +100. I think Marcy's is at like +110. Lyle is the 2nd high. No, he's the 3rd highest nat, I think. Because I believe James Wood is above him, and then Josh Bell's above him too, so he's the 4th highest nat. And I get it, Josh Bell killing the baseball right now. Another home run yesterday. I mean, it's crazy what Josh Bell is doing. Give him the 20 home run year. So happy for the guy. But I mean, are we watching what Dalen Lyle is doing? Seriously, are we watching? Guys, right now we are watching a superstar in the making. That's what we're watching with Dalen Lyle. Legitimately. I know his glove is not the best. If you disregard that, we are watching a superstar hitter coming through right now. 285 in 2025, a guy who was sent down to the minor leagues earlier in the year and now has fully established himself as either the DH next year for the Nationals or their 3rd outfielder. Again, his glove's not great, but I don't care. Move Cruz over to center, and then boom, Lyle should play in right field. I don't care what they do, either that or DH. Dalen Lyle is that guy right now. Dalen Lyle in the month of September is batting .450. Oh, it's not like, he, platoons. No. He plays every day. Dalen Lyle in the last 7 games, has 4 triples. He's got 8 of them all year long, if I'm not mistaken. It's insane what he's doing. His OPS in the month of September is 1.35. 860-something slug. Are we serious, Dalen Lyle? And yesterday, when Dalen Lyle hits another home run, because that's just what he does, the Marlins commentators go, where the hell did they find this kid? Yeah, Dalen, drafted by the Nats in 21, if I'm not mistaken. He's only 22 years of age. This is our guy. This is a guy who, he wants to join that. All right, the young core. We always talk Abrams, Woods, Cruz, I guess House. Oh, Lyle's in that young core. Gore, Lyle's in there too. Lyle is a permanent fixture in the everyday lineup for the Washington Nationals. And you know what, guys? Dalen Lyle, he's played himself into a bobblehead night next year. Oh, yeah. We're going to get Dalen Lyle bobblehead night. We're going to get Jose Ferrer bobblehead night. And we're going to get Brady House bobblehead night next year. I can't wait to add to my collection over there. I'm pumped. Right next to Jacob Young. No, Lyle, it's just insane what he's doing right now at the plate. The speed, absurd. The extra base power, absurd. His swing, so fluid as well. A nasty left-handed swing for the Washington Nationals. And right now, okay, we found our number 2 hitter for the future. For the future, we can bat Abrams, Lyle, Wood. Or you swap Wood and Abrams. I don't care which way you do it. And now, guys, here's the thing with this team. They're on fire. Josh Bell's hitting well. Nats, again, on a huge win streak. If we can just add some pieces in the offseason, if we can just do that, okay, I'm starting to get hope again. I know we're in September right now. I know it's supposed to be football season, but I'm getting excited for the 2026 Washington Nationals. College basketball and the Georgetown Hoyas are going to get me through the offseason. And then, I can get real excited for Washington Nationals baseball come March next year, February for spring training. Anyways, with all that being said, I do firmly believe in Dalen Lyle. I think, again, you look what he did last time out against Yuri Perez. 2 singles in the first 2 innings. Why wouldn't he do it again today? He's a premier hitter, and I don't think Vegas yet, or really the national media, is paying attention to it yet. Something crazy. The MLB's Instagram page posted about Dalen Lyle. Awesome. It's so great. I'm so happy for the guy. We're going Dalen Lyle today over 1.5 total bags. Remember a couple weeks ago when we had Paul DeYoung over 1.5 total bags, and Vegas did not adjust the line when DeYoung was killing the ball, especially against lefties? Now, Lyle's like a permanent fixture hitting the ball well, but they didn't adjust it back then for DeYoung. They're going to eventually adjust it for Lyle, because trust me, Lyle's going to start, I think, legitimately going to get in that category of, okay, we talk about the young guns here at the Nats. Cruz will produce eventually, but it's, watch out for the guys at the top of the order. Watch out for Abrams, Lyle, and Wood. I'm telling you, he's going to have that type of impact for this team. Dalen Lyle over 1.5 total bags, plus 135 on the odds today. Let's go to our third best bet of the video. We move now to our second money line. I eliminated the overall player prop today because we're just going to use that on Dalen Lyle. So that's the national / best player prop of the day. I'm going to have another money line / run line at the end of the video. We'll get to that. But first, let's go to our second money line. This is automatic for me. Just is. Pittsburgh Pirates go to Baltimore and beat the Baltimore Orioles. Paul Skeens is pitching. Need I say less? Need I say more? Excuse me? I don't think so. No, this is the best pitcher in baseball. I think we need to start saying, is this the best pitcher of all time? Talent-wise. I'm not telling you, is he better than Nolan Ryan? Is he better than Randy Johnson? Is he better than Roger Clemens? We don't need to say that yet. But, obviously, he's in his second year. I think talent-wise, this is the best pitcher I've ever seen in my life. I'm so serious. And yes, I watched Kershaw. Trust me. I watched Verlander. You're not going to find a bigger Max Scherzer fan than I am. I was not... I watched... second half of Mariano Rivera, obviously. I was not alive to watch the prime Randy Johnson. I only got to see 40-something-year-old Randy Johnson pitch for the Giants. But this is the best pitcher I've ever gotten to see, to witness. Live, obviously. Just wait until he has, 5 Cy Youngs in the next 8 years. And he's pitching in either Los Angeles or at Fenway Park, or in the Bronx, or Nats Park for the Nationals, right? When someone buys our team, Lenosis, Elon Musk, someone, the Trump family, one of them just buy the Nationals. I'm kidding, obviously. We're going to stuck with the learners for forever. But this is the best talent I've ever seen at the pitching position. No one does it like him. He's unhittable. He throws 100 miles an hour. And you can't touch his slider, you can't touch the splinter, you can't touch the fastball, and when you do, you make soft contact on it. Paul Skeens' ERA this season is 1.98, that's the best in baseball. 195 strikeouts, that's 4th best in baseball. .94 whip, that's the 4th best in baseball as well. Yeah. And the Pirates now win games with Skeens pitching. They've won the last 4 at Skeens pitching, they've won 5 of 6 with Paul Skeens pitching. Because the Pirates actually kind of hit now, too, which is kind of weird. Where was this all year long? I don't know. And Baltimore, they won a lot recently. They won the 3-game series against the Dodgers. They won yesterday against the Pirates. They swept the San Diego Padres over at Petco Park in San Diego. I understand all of that. I'm still rolling with Paul Skeens today. Yesterday, a close matchup between the Pirates and Orioles. Baltimore wins it in extra innings. Basayo with the go-ahead winner, or the walk-off winner. Walk-off single. Pirates are hitting the ball fairly well, though, right? They keep the game going in the top of the ninth. It's a Tommy Pham solo home run. I mean, that's just the guy for Pittsburgh right now. And I get it. Is this offense inept most nights? Oh, kinda. Jared Triolo, Spencer Horowitz, Brian Reynolds, Tommy Pham, Andrew McCutchen. But you know what this means tonight? You score 2 runs and you win. You do. You score 2 runs and you win the baseball game. Paul Skeens is going to go 6 or 7 innings, okay? He's going to give up 0 runs likely, or 1 run. And as long as you have 1 or 2 runs, you're in a position to win. You're in a position to win the baseball game. Just because that's what Skeens does. He's that good. Last start against the Dodgers, what did he do? What did he do? We had Pirates money line that game. 6 innings, 2 hits, 0 runs, 1 walk. Pirates are up 5-0 going into the 9th inning. They give up 3 runs, but ultimately they win the game 5-3. Start before that, he goes to Boston, dominates the Red Sox, 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 run earned. Just what he does. He's just that good, right? Has not faced Baltimore yet in the career, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he saw them last year. First ever time pitching in Baltimore, first ever time pitching against the Baltimore Orioles. I like what Baltimore's doing. I've been telling you guys for a couple months, or like since he got called back up, or got a shot for the O's. Jeremiah Jackson's a hooper, man. I like Jeremiah Jackson. Hit a home run yesterday as well. Hit one in the 6th inning, the go-ahead home run for Baltimore opposite field. Jeremiah Jackson can play baseball. He's a really good player. I think he's, I don't know where he starts next year for that team, but you get him and Jackson Holliday and Gunnar Henderson, and we'll see again Basayo probably. You probably trade Adley, I would assume. Probably to the Washington Nationals. No, probably to the Giants. Who, by the way, right on the Mets' ass. I said that earlier, but still. I think the Pirates win today just because of Skeens' greatness. And not to glaze, but it's just the truth. Tyler Wells is pitching today for Baltimore, the 6'8 righty from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Made his first start of the year in his last one in San Diego against the Padres. Did all right. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, gets the win in that game. Baltimore, of course, wins it as a whole 6-2. Tyler Wells is a guy who's bounced up and down the major leagues for quite a bit. I mean, he started in 2023, ended up pitching in some of those actually all 3 of the playoff games against the Texas Rangers. Didn't give up a single run out the bullpen, obviously. But this is a guy who's been up and down the majors for quite a bit. His best days, I think, are actually behind him. Let's be honest. His best days were in 2023 and 2022. 2024, it was pretty brutal for him. I believe he got sent down for most of the year in 2024, if I'm not mistaken, and then he got injured. I think that's what happened. Yeah, they sent him down to AA, and then he got injured after, and then went out for the entire season. And now, of course, he just came back in 2025. Again, so far, so good. And he should be all right against the Pittsburgh Pirates. My thing about this, though, the margin for error against Paul Skeens is so small. If you're an opposing pitcher, you can barely ever make mistakes against this guy. Because on the flip side of things, he's going back on the mound. He's not giving up any runs, right? It's just difficult. It's a difficult thing pitching against the best pitcher in the sport, best pitcher of the generation. So even if Tyler Wells is a good game, he goes 5 innings, just like say he replicates that game against the Padres in San Diego. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. That's a quality start. Well, not technically, but say he goes 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Okay, quality start. You're down 2-0. You're down 2-1 because that's just how good Skeens is on the other side. So I don't care who's on the Pirates offense. I don't care who's pitching against them, right? Skeens is always going to put them in a position to win the baseball game. So I'm going to go Paul Skeens and the Pittsburgh Pirates to win in Baltimore, Maryland. I think they will get it done. -145. I get it. That's the max we usually ever go for plays like this, but why not when it's Paul Skeens pitching? The Pirates are playing for something, guys. Don't forget. They're playing for their guy to win the Cy Young in his 2nd season, right? And you think, oh, this doesn't matter for the Pirates. It does, because when they trade him, they're going to get the biggest package ever in return. Yes, it will be bigger than the Juan Soto trade. Pittsburgh is going to get a whole pool of prospects from Los Angeles, from Seattle, from the Mets, from the Phils, from the Yankees. One of those teams are going to, from San Diego won't have the prospects then. Legitimately, the A's, like I'm so serious, watch out for the A's trying to be in the Paul Skeens, bidding pretty soon. I know what you're thinking, oh, the A's suck. They're not going to suck in the next couple of years, and they're going to go to Vegas, and they're going to spend money, okay? So, like, those teams, those big market squads, can't believe I'm including the A's in there, though. The Giants, these teams are going to throw everything at Skeens and the Pirates just to get him for 1 or 2 years. Believe you me. Let's go on out to our 4th best bet of the video. We move to our daily Nerfy. Let's go to San Diego. I know this is not hitting the first 2 games of this series. I know game 1, right? TJ Friedl home run in the first inning off of Yu Darvish. And yesterday, a home run hit by Sal Stewart off of... Who started for San Diego yesterday? Oh, I'm blanking. Anyway, Sal Stewart hits a home run in the first inning off of... God, who started for the Padres yesterday? It was... Oh, right, it's Michael King. Michael King's back. Yeah, how can I forget? Yeah. Doesn't hit in the first 2 games of the series. Well, I can tell you this, guys. The Padres are not scoring in the first inning. They're not. Because you have Tatis is an automatic out right now. Arise is kind of an automatic out too. And Machado's slumping. So they're not scoring in the first inning. We can eliminate that threat. Okay, we can completely eliminate them from scoring early in that baseball game. Andrew Abbott's going as well, who I know, again, has struggled some. He has struggled quite a bit. He's not going to struggle against this horrible Padres lineup right now. Oh, they played well in Colorado. Oh, they won on Monday because Jackson Merrill bailed him out with the triple, and he almost did yesterday as well with another triple. Don't care. Don't care. The Padres are not ready for prime time. They'll get in the playoffs because the Mets are so bad, and the Reds are probably not going to catch up to them. But they're not scoring in the first inning, especially against Abbott. I understand Abbott's been horrible. He can be good for 1 inning, okay? He'll get our eyes lefty-lefty. Tatis will probably swing for the fences and miss all 3 times, and Machado will probably pop out, okay? So that's that. Flip side, pitching for the San Diego Padres is Nick Pivetta. Now, this, believe it or not, is the harder part of the play. I know Abbott's been giving up 8 runs in his last couple starts. It's been a brutal swing of things for him. Nick Pivetta's been really good. ERA this season is 2.85. Coming off a start against the Rockies, it's in Colorado. He goes 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs. But ERA as a whole in the month of August was 2.95 for Nick Pivetta. He's been very efficient. Has the righty out of Victoria, British Columbia. Now, the Reds, though, have scored in the first couple games of this series, right? Back-to-back days with solo home runs from Friedl and from Stewart. I think Pivetta can get him this time around. Again, I think, there's going to be an emphasis made with the Padres, like, hey, we cannot go down early in this game. Because for as much as you think San Diego's already, sure thing to go to the postseason because of all the talent they have and because of the trades they made at the deadline, yeah, they're only 3 games up right now, the Giants, I think it is. It might be less. They're only 3 games up. Oh, no. Okay, they're 5. But still, they have something to play for. They're only 3 games behind the Cubs. You want that first wildcard series in San Diego, not in Chicago, right? And if you go on a big losing streak, right, lose 5 in a row and say the Giants, the Reds win 5 in a row, all right, you're in danger, right? So there is still an emphasis being made on winning games for the Padres, right? They're not in as much danger now because of how badly the New York Metropolitans have played, and the Mets are kind of, they're the team that everyone's chasing now. But there is still an emphasis on winning in San Diego. Obviously, it should be made too, regardless of the spot. It's still a baseball game. Team doesn't want to give up. Doesn't want to give up first inning runs in 3 straight games. I think Pivetta is going to deal with this early Reds attack. Friedl, Stewart probably, and Elly De La Cruz. Okay, it's been, again, Friedl one night, Stewart the other. Just got to get through those 2 guys. And then Elly. Elly batting from the left side of the plate is way more dangerous. I get that. But I think Pivetta is a good enough pitcher where he won't give up a run in the first inning. I think the only reason this line is at minus 125 and not minus 140-ish, minus 135-ish, is because of how bad Andrew Abbott's been of late. And I understand, again, Abbott's been a shell of his former self. Obviously, was an all-star in 2025. This was a career best year until his last couple starts. But don't forget, again, ERA is still 2.88 on the season for Andrew Abbott, and we're just asking of 3 outs from him. Obviously, 6 combined outs from him and Pivetta. So I think we're going to get it done. I'm going to go Andrew Abbott and Nick Pivetta to go out there and get us 6 outs from Petco Park. The Padres can't hit. The Reds, they'll have like 2 innings a game where they're really good at the plate, and then they'll fall apart for the rest of the outing. Yesterday, right, it was 2 runs in the top of the 9th, thanks to a Tyler Stevenson 2-run bomb off of Robert Suarez, which was really surprising. So good on the Reds for getting one. They look for the series win today. Don't care who wins, because we have another game we're concerning ourselves with at this hour. But I'm going to go with the Nerfy with the Reds and the Padres from Petco Park. And you might ask, what is that game in the night part of this night? That's English. What run line are we taking? We're taking Cardinals run line? Are we taking Mariners run line? Taking Dodgers run line? No, we're going Colorado Rockies run line. Yep. Plus 2.5 for the Colorado Rockies to walk into Los Angeles and just not lose by more than 3. More than 2. Okay. Well, 1 of the 2 games so far in the series, they've covered. Game 1 of the series, they lose 3-1. If this game is 3-1 today, we're taking it. You know, we're taking it. I believe it's minus 115 today for the Colorado Rockies, or minus 120-ish for them to cover 2.5 runs. And that's, again, the discrepancy in talent, obviously, and that's how much Vegas expects this game to be a blowout. Obviously, again, first look, you look at the money line odds. Yeah, the Dodgers are minus 350 favorite to beat a team of professional baseball players, Major League Baseball players at that, for the Colorado Rockies at plus 280. I understand that. I actually really like this, though. Guys, Blake Snell has not been pitching that well. Look at Blake Snell's last 2 outings. Last 3 outings, Dodgers lose all 3. Now, one of them wasn't really his fault. Only gave up 2 runs in 7 innings against the Padres. But against the D-backs, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. And last start in Pittsburgh, we talk about that Pirates lineup being very mid. Well, he goes into Pittsburgh. In 5 innings, he gives up 9 hits and 5 runs. Walks 3 guys. Walks have been a problem for Blake Snell. He's averaging 3 walks a start right now. The Rockies are going to get opportunities. They're going to get chances in this game. And we'll get to that Rockies lineup in just a moment here. But you get another lefty in Kyle Freeland, who's coming off the best start of his year, by far. Kyle Freeland in his last start, guys, after getting ejected, after giving up a home run to it was to Damas, right? To Devers on last Tuesday against the Giants. Comes back, short rest because he threw 10 pitches. Comes back, actually throws 8 pitches. Comes back on Friday against the San Diego Padres. Yeah, he pitches an 8-inning shutout. 8 innings, 2 0 runs, gets it, of course, to his closer in Colorado, which I guess is Victor Vodnik right now. Victor Vodnik gets 3 outs. Obviously, Vodnik is going to, play a factor in this game too. So I know, I talked yesterday about how bad the Rockies are. They are bad. Don't get me wrong. The spot though is good. Freeland coming off of a career best night. I think he ignited that Rockies clubhouse a little bit, at least for when he pitches, because of, the fact that he was like, all right, I'm not going to stand on Devers watching a home run, even though it was not egregious at all, but that's neither here or there. I mean, I would hate it too if I played for the Colorado Rockies, but at the same time, then I would just check my bank account and say, professional baseball player and I make that much money? Losing? I never heard of her, Rockies lineup is a whole nother thing. Like, I need 3 runs out of the Rockies tonight. If we get 3 runs, we're so set. I don't think the Dodgers score more than 5. I don't think. Max, I think Freeland can't hold them to 2 or 3. All right, who's going to come through for us today? Is it going to be Tyler Freeman? Is it going to be Mickey Moniak? Is it going to be Hunter Goodman, Jordan Beck, Ezekiel Tovar, Bretton Doyle, Michael Toglia? Who's going to be tonight? Yannick Fernandez? One of these guys are going to come through, okay? And we don't have to watch Herman Marquez pitch today for the Rockies, right? I mean, we get a legitimate pitcher in Kyle Freeland, who I know has been very up and down. ERA of the season is 5.1, but ERA in the month of September, 2.25. 8 innings, 2 runs, essentially, right? The 2 he gave up against the Giants. And even his last start in the month of August against the Astros, 6 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs. That's a quality start. Against the Cardinals in August as well in St. Louis, 7 1/3, 5 hits, 0 runs. His team wins the game 3-0. I'm not telling you the Rockies are going to win at plus 285. Is it plus 280? I'm not telling you they're going to do that. We just need them to not lose by more than 2 runs, which you're a professional baseball team. Lock in and get it done, especially against Blake Snell, who has not been good recently, and you got your best pitcher right now going in Kyle Freeland. So give me the Colorado Rockies to go into Los Angeles and just keep it close against the Dodgers. Plus 2.5 is the bet for today to close out the night. I think we can get it done. Again, a bonus play for today. Not an official best bet, but the bonus play 100% is Giants money line at home. Carson Seymour versus Eduardo Rodriguez. Giants looking for a sweep and to get within 1 game of the Mets, assuming they lose to Christopher Sanchez today over in the bank. So that's all to play for today, folks. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. We'll be back tomorrow for more daily MLB Best Bets. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.